Good afternoon, hello, my name is Daniel, this is the TriathlonDan YouTube channel, and here is a guy that loves to be on camera. This is Chris from Chris
Cameraman
Wilson.
Chris.
It is Cameraman Chris from Chris Wilson Visuals. Chris, you're behind the camera today, but you're in the UK Bike Fit studio, aren't you?
We are, I am, with my other favourite client.
Favourite in inverted commas.
No other, yeah. So I had to be nice to him, didn't I?
Nice one. So we're at UK Bike Fit with Dan. Good afternoon, Dan. I haven't seen you for a few weeks.
No, thank God.
You're still walking around with a crutch. What's the? Thank God. What's the? I'll come down to your level, don't worry. What's the health update?
Not ideal. The bone's not healing. Well, it's not confirmed healing yet. It feels like it's getting better. I'm walking better and riding my bike now, but I've got another X-ray in a few weeks to check to see if the bone's healing or not. So a little bit of a stress about that. But
so the screw's like holding you. So for those who don't know, Dan crashed his bike a few weeks ago, broke his hip, had 3 pins put in it in a Spanish hospital, returned home, follow-up X-ray showing your bone's not healing. So is it more manageable now then, just because it's like the inflammation's gone down and like the screws are holding it together?
I'm getting stronger, but it's based on the X-ray that I had last time, they're basically saying like the screws are the only thing that's structurally sound. So. Okay,
right. I've just noticed there's one over there, isn't there? Can't you just use that one?
What? Pelvis.
Oh, is that not a hip? Hip socket below the pelvis.
It's either a pelvis, a knee, or a foot. Neither of which are hips.
Got it. Okay. What else have we got to talk about?
Good job you're not a doctor, isn't it?
No, I know. I don't actually know what I'm an expert in anymore, to be honest. Anything. Now, there's a load of lights around here and Chris here because Dan, you're putting quite a lot of effort into content, aren't you? Whilst you've had your non-bike fitting period, you've still been able to do some of this. So you sort of knocked up a gear. Dan's got a YouTube channel. Leave a link in the description down below. You're very close to 1,000 subscribers. So if you could, go on there and click that button for Dan. That'd be very much appreciated because it's a...
You know what you're going to particularly love as well? We've been filming, we've taken a few hints from you, the content expert, and we have just filmed a back wheel spin video.
Yes. That is the epitome of creativity.
I'm exploiting this on all channels now.
Yeah. I hope it doesn't cause you as many problems as it did me.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
I thought you were going to say you got the massage table out and you and Dan had done some, I don't know, subscriber only content.
That's for later this evening once you've gone.
And another thing you've been working on, Dan, is something you've launched now. I think I mentioned it on 2 or 3 videos and had to bleep it out because you weren't ready. But now I can actually talk about it. So do you want to actually talk about it?
Yeah, so we're running a training camp in Girona in April next year. So the idea is that, our whole business premise is that we offer pro level services to amateur and recreational athletes or cyclists. So we're putting that all together and running a pro experience training camp in Girona. So all of the pro things that they'd normally get, like the pro cyclists would normally get on a training camp, will be there. So obviously you're going to have guided rides and training, but you're going to work with our coach. We'll obviously run like bike fitting and physiology testing from there if you want it as an optional extra. But yeah, and we've got like a really cool villa, private chef, like all the bells and whistles basically. So it's going to be a really nice week away. Pro, like live like a pro for a week, that kind of vibe. So.
Awesome. And Jen's already been out a few weeks ago to scope it all out, make contacts in the area, and Chris as well. They did have a bit of a difficulty. Chris, what was your brief? Don't cause any dramas. And there's a bit of a hire car incident, wasn't there? My microphone's just falling off. Bit of a incident with a hire car, wasn't there, Chris? Do you want to?
Yeah, I was misinformed as to, it's a Spanish car park, isn't it? We were told that you can definitely park there. Jen was like, she lived there before, she was like, you can 100% park in this car park, it'd be absolutely fine. Anyway, came back the next morning and the car wasn't there. And initial panic thinking it had been stolen, but then turned out it had just been towed, which was actually a relief after going through 10 minutes of thinking it had been stolen. So
Did you like that? Dan, I immediately palmed off on Jen. Immediately.
This was all going on whilst I was in hospital.
Yeah.
We didn't tell Dan until it had all been resolved. We thought we can't put any more stress on him.
Yeah. It's quite used to receiving bad news at the minute, isn't he? So you might as well just get it all out.
And then he told me how much the fine was.
Oh yeah, I've left out the €150 it cost to get the car back. But.
Okay. Cool, right, so Girona, I mean, it's almost like the opposite of a cycling trip that I go on. I'm like a cheap flight, book an Airbnb cheap sort of thing. But this is like, as you say, it's like a pro level experience. So it is just cycling, as in there's no running, no swimming. So it's not for me because I am committed to this triathlon thing. But if you're a cyclist and you want to, as you say, experience a week of living like a pro, being fully looked after, training as best you can in an amazing place, then
yeah, it's fully like luxury experience. It's private villa, private estate, swimming pool, like I say, private chef, like everything's done for you and sorted for you. And yeah, the rooms are like double bed, so we're actually like looking for couples really, or people who want to travel together and happy to share a bed, obviously. But
I mean, we shared a few beds, didn't we? And,
but you can book you can have a cyclist go, and then if the cyclist wants to bring their partner, they can come along at a reduced rate. So just to experience Girona and living in a like luxury villa, private chef, all the rest of it. So any couples out there that are looking for a nice trip away in April over the Easter holidays, get in touch.
Wicked. I'll leave the link in the description down below. How many spaces are left?
8 rooms left.
8 rooms left, so do not miss that out on that. What else have you been working on? Anything else to update us on?
Well, lots of things. Like I say, I'm still not fitting at the minute, so I'm just doing all the admin basically of the business, and Jen's been holding the fort with the fits. So
good stuff.
Yeah, still keeping busy.
Yeah. So what are you like availability wise? How far in advance are you booked now? There's still some slots.
Some slots left the December.
Oh,
so
wicked. Okay. Yeah.
Just a few left. So
good time of year to get bike fitting.
It's the perfect time of year. No one does it.
No, because you don't think about it until spring.
No one thinks about it until they pick up an injury. They've got a week to go before the big sportive or something. But now is the time. So you prevent all those injuries and don't try and book in last minute.
Okay, right, good stuff. Well, we're here tonight to do a couple of episodes for Talk It Out, which is your, don't want to say podcast, it's a show that goes out on your YouTube channel.
The podcast, yeah.
You're kindly also sorting me out with some lake shoes. We're going to do some Dan basically going to put my cleats on for me because he doesn't trust me to do it myself. And this time, last week, last year, was the week I picked up my knee niggle and had it all winter. So we're going to try and not have that happen this time this year. So thanks to Dan for being sensible and making me bring my shoes here to be fitted. Thanks, Dan. Okay, see you soon.
See you soon.